And then just bring your awareness into your breathing. So just coming into your body, coming into your awareness. And then gently just starting to move your body and your poi, left and right, but without too much effort. So just really tuning into I'm breathing in. Feel free to kind of drop the head. So how contemporary or uncontemporary you'd like it. Yeah, start washing the head around. That's just sharing. Excellent. And then start to let the hips drop the opposite way to your body. Seeing how that feels. And really allowing the body to move through the movement. And the emphasis is on I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. And then start to rise the arms a little bit more with the hips going the opposite. So there's a center meeting where everything comes in line and then everything pushes out, hips one way. Breathing in, breathing out. And then start to rise your poi up and over. So again, I'm breathing and I'm moving. So the hips become static, or you can carry on moving the hips the opposite way to the poi. They still meet in the center, they change through and up and over. Switch and move. Starting to move your body and your body. And then reverse this back when you come to the center. So the hips will go right and the arms will left. Meet, change. Okay, so just the warm up if you're wondering how Poi class this is. Excellent. And then one more, so hips push one way. So if you're on Zoom, you might want to put us on your main screen. So the people you're looking at rather than the whole class, unless you like the interaction with everything else. And then just gather everything back in. Shaking your arms out a little bit. In breath, we're going to rise, looking up through the center. On the out breath, we're going to open the palms of the hands out. We're going to drop behind the hands and then come in soft knees. And we're going to rise. So bringing kind of like a nice movement from this angle into the poi, palms open out. You start to soften through the knees. You can even bend the spine, lift and rise. Very ballerina, actually. Yeah, a clown, right? Soft, maybe sink and then rise. One last one as you up through your center. And then just gather, shake the arms out again, a little shimmy through the shoulders. Bev on there. Hi, Bev.
Hi, Mom.
We're taking life really seriously. Okay, so opening this out to a nice long arm scarecrow, checking the alignment of the move. Soften through the shoulders, so it's not all coming in through the shoulders. And gather. I have to take my shade in because I can't see anybody. Start to open and close. Open, so just warming up the arms and close. Open and close. Onto your hips, start to roll it up. And that down, out, in, roll. Out. Breathing, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. I'm extending, I'm releasing. Looks really fast that bit, doesn't it? And up. Gather, alternate. So we want to see the best shimmies ever. Ever? So get a little bit of a groove on in the body just in the alternating movement, just because every time you move your body it can change the plane of the Poi. So we want the Poi to stay the same. And just seeing a little bit of play, it's Tuesday, just a little bit of rocking out with the Poi just here. Move the body, yeah, nice one everybody, love it. Everyone's well up for a dance, aren't they? Much anymore, does it? We don't even need alcohol anymore. Alternate, shimmy. Taking it out and then seeing how the body wants to move through this. Get your feet involved. Make a suggestion with your head.
Oh, shall we go down the road? Not that kind of suggestion, no.
Gather. Stay alert. And just hold it here. Just seeing if you can shut your eyes and have a little bit of movement. So softly through the knees. If you're naturally a dancer, this will be quite a nice little exercise for you anyway. Seeing what it's like to move your torso. Excellent. Gather, bit of faster flow. Up and out. In and up. So seeing if you can shorten and grow with the Poi through the body. I'm growing taller, I'm getting shorter. And up and down. Okay, so we're going to bring it back into shimmy and a little bit more snaky. So start to bring the torso coming forward, but trying to keep the arms alternating. And see what it feels like to go out to the side a little bit, and maybe it actually looks really good in a clown costume. You get much more of a dragging effect. I think Poi's going to have to be compulsory to dress up on a Tuesday. Okay, roll it back in. Taking a deep breath and bringing your Poi into forwards, cross throughs, continuous. Nice and big with a nice drop. Okay, start to lower this with your body. So seeing how far you can go down towards the ground, and then you're going to grow up through your shoulders across through. So we start to put a lot more emphasis into what the body's doing as well as the Poi. And just a simple jump of the body, like a whoop movement, can make the Poi look so much more dramatic. If it's in your practice and it feels okay, start to lift the foot off the ground as well. Don't worry if it's not in your practice, but see what it's like to actually release the feet. I'm going to get hot in my cloud outfit.
I'll make sure I took my vest off before I put it on.
Walking with it. So I don't know what spaces you have in your homes, but just seeing if you can bring a little bit of a trot into your, so even if it's coming up onto your tiptoe, get the John Travolta. Start to make this move. If it's in your practice, high, medium, low. Camera. Oh, nice on that.
Yeah, I'm on it. No clowns here.
So if it's in your, if you're a street dancer, get the feet going. I don't know if
I'm waiting for the demo.
So just trying to get all of your body involved. Still doing a simple move, but having the body movement active. Just emitting someone. That worked. Okay, come out. Come back to static. Just hold the space for a couple of seconds, take a breath. So we're going to look at this week, the cake movements, I call it the cake. And we're going to do all of our movements in it before we flow. So first of all, we're going to bring our poise inwards, alternating. Then you're going to move it at an angle. Then you're going to move it. So some of you would have done this with us anyway before. Then flat on. Then to an angle. Then flat on. To an angle. See that coming round, then flat on. To an angle. Then flat on. Reverse this back the opposite direction. That's an angle. Then flat on. So going anti-clockwise and clockwise with the body. That's an angle. Flat on. 2 at an angle. Let the wiggle on. And in. Flat on. At an angle. Hi, Matt. And back to there's a hand. Okay, so this is going to roll up and down now. So both the points are coming inwards, rolling, and angle. So much faster. And back onto straight angle. Back onto straight angle. Straight angle. And straight. Nice one, Jenna. Nice dancing. So get these bodies involved as well. Lift your frozen, taking it round the opposite direction. Does my bum look fascinating? Well, it's pretty, isn't it? Keep this coming round. There's 8 sections of this movement. We transition through them. Forwards, alternating. Back to the centre. Now bouncing move. Just give a 1 giant extension and 2 giant extensions. Come back to your bouncing move. A right arm and a left knee. Oh. One more. Right, knees, left, knees, bounce. And 4 and right, knees, and left, and bounce. 2, 3, and 4, and again. Please practice one of them, right? Okay, back to bouncing, back to the pace. So moving it round to the offbeat angle. Round, shout any coming on. And round. And round. And round. How's everyone doing? Excellent. So a little bit harder in this movement to alternating. This is a really good way to get this strengthened up. Doing bits of those things. I think I'm talking. And round anti-clockwise. With the cake. Feeding this round.
You'll find you like turning one way and you hate turning the other. Don't worry, that's normal.
beats in the middle. Drop, alternate, drop, change, drop, alternate, drop, alternate, turn, 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 drop, alternate. Oh, nice. Alternate, turn, and drop, alternate, drop, alternate, turn, drop, alternate, drop, alternate, gather, 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 gather. Let's meet back at the front. Get your feet involved. It's Jane Fonda's workout. Yeah. Hello, that little clown. Say hello to the camera. So we're going to do the opposite direction. Drop, alternate, drop, and turn. Alternate, drop, alternate, drop, and turn. Oh, drop. Alternate, turn. So it's on the alternating arm, drop. Drop, alternate, turn. And turn. Drop, alternate, alternate, turn. Uh-oh. Turning back to the camera. Okay, bouncing beat, the same exercise. Let's extend out a little bit. Just checking them off it locally.
Watch out for Poi now. Keep doing extensions, right?
And bounce. Drop, together, drop, turn. So the beats change. Drop, together, drop, turn. Drop, together, drop, turn. Drop, together, drop, turn. Drop and turn. Turn. Drop, together, drop and turn. Drop, together, drop and turn. See that coming up to the camera to have a look. Ah! There's Shelley, Liz, and there's Janice there, look. Shelley there. There's Dave, all getting hot there. And this is Liz from Sweet Circus, Denise gone.
Go the other way.
So don't forget to go both directions with this as well. Not backwards with the poi, but make sure you go 360.
Turn over your left and your right shoulder.
And then we come back and meet in the centre. So then we're going to just make this flow. So we're going to do a sequence of a high drop, both arms medium, shoulders, good from here. Go 1, 3, 7, 8, turn. So we're just working this cape tonight, round and around and around, making sure we've got all of these. I don't think anyone can do this. So a high drop, a shoulder drop, and then a bird drop, and then turn, gather. Shoulder. Excellent, well done, Jenna. Turn, shoulder. This one again. Keep dropping this round, turn it. Take your time, there's no rush, don't have to stay on hard. much longer version this month. See how everybody's doing. How are you doing on Facebook Live? So just keep moving it around. Hi Liz, Lauren, Jade. Keep it coming round. Excellent. So when you come back to your center, we'll meet here. See how we're doing. So make your way around. So you can practice this cake with any of the movements. I find it very helpful for sort of then starting to be able to move with the movement. So you can see with this, I can then just transition. So what would then happen, and maybe not necessarily in foundation, is we would remove some of it. So for example, I would go from square on to square on. So this is another way of really tightening up a movement and your hands. So you can see it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we take out the little bits out the middle. And it can, and again, if you're not quite there yet, don't go there yet. You know, you're not in a rush. The whole point of Poi is to enjoy the journey. So if taking these areas out isn't for you, you don't do it. You just carry on, keep practicing, and you'll know. Drinking water on the job, Dave.
Vodka.
It's vodka. Yeah, you'll know when it feels right. Excellent, Janice. Really nice. Really nice, everybody. Excellent. So, this also applies to the forward cross through, as you know. And tonight we will start to look at putting this whole section into backwards, unless you still think you need to work in forwards. A little bit harder for us to judge a lot of the time. So coming from your alternator, bringing it back to your hips, start to cross through and see how this works for you. Start to change it and move this round in the cake formation. And then how do you make this just a simple dance? So if you are like, you have more dance movement, you add the body into it. And again, it might not be you're ready for the body to be part of it, but you can extend through this, you can lengthen the movement, dropping into lunges, coming up into taller poses, swapping feet through. Maybe you want to kick a leg out in front. Just keep moving it right or left, so in clockwise or anti-clockwise. And then we'll see how it moves if they move around there. Right, to split people up. Excellent, Emma. So then there's an invitation here to take any one or two of those movements and start to move them. So around your space. Depending on your space, you might want to be choosing the movement. So for example, if I'm going to use this movement, I want to move with this movement. How can I start to move with the movement? Or if it's this one, how do I move with it? Not like that.
Good one, though.
Not like that one.
I'm just sorting out the clown.
So again, how can I move through something. I think I might need to move a little bit. That's what I'm lacking. So just starting to move it round your venue or your home or your garden. Excellent. I really like watching you guys, ladies and guys.
Beautiful people.
Nice. Should we teach the full weebles?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've added movement into the pizzazz of this Poi party. It's not party really, but okay. So we are going to teach the forwards weave tonight. Now, if you already know this, then you're just going to practice it in all the different versions. You're going to turn the music down a little bit. So just out of curiosity on Zoom, how many of you are weavers? Forward weavers? Dave? Liz? Liz? Yeah, Nick. Okay. So this will be for Janice and Jenna. Okay. So the forwards weavers, we can start to learn backwards weave. If you already know it, that's fine as well. So that'd be, Miz, are you backwards weaving? No. Okay. No, we'll all stick to forward and we're going to tell you all the different dimensions of a forwards weave. Right, that was hard work for me to get it up. Okay, so start the process before and then I'll teach different dimensions.
Okay, so ultimately, what we're starting from that's familiar is we're familiar with this cross through. So let's just see if we can put our poi into split time so they're alternating. It's the 1-2 count. And initially, don't overthink it, just go in and cross and uncross. Really nice. Okay, so this is the bit that's going to feel wacky. We're going to go cross one arm on top and come out. And then we're going to cross the other arm on top and come out. So I'm just watching and see how that's looking. So cross and out. And cross and out. Left on top, right on top. Left on top, right on top. And left on top, right on top. Really nice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up the poi in our right hand, unless we're a lefty. If you're a lefty like me, then you're going to use your right hand. So we're starting with the one that's not our favourite hand. And we're going to start, our wrapped up one is just out in front of us. Our left poi is spinning by our side. And we're going to drop this over our arm. And back out, over and out. Over and out. Over and out. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. So I'm going to come a bit closer to the screen. Now we're going to go over and stay there. Nice. Okay, and let's just see. Can we switch this so that it's going under? Just play with that and out. So we go over, under, and out. Over, under, out. Okay, we're going to take this down to just one beat now. So it's going to go over, under, out, over, under, out, over, under, out, under, out, over, under, out, over, under, out. Okay, and stop your poi. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to do the easy bit. Our brains know how to do this. We don't need to overthink it. We're going to swap sides and go to our stronger hands. And all we're going to do is just clone what the muscle memory already knows. So over, under, and out. As soon as you feel ready to, we'll take that to one beat again. Over, under, out. Under, out. Over, under, out. Over, under, out. Under, out. How's everyone looking now? It's looking good, yeah? Okay, really nice. So we're going to take this back onto our hips. Make sure we've got both poi involved. I'm going to swap from my contacts because I think they're going to show up better for you. Okay, so we've got our poi spinning in split time by our sides. And we're going to do our split time cross through again. So we cross and come out. And cross and come out. Okay, so to forwards weave, all we're looking at doing is we're going to cross right on top, cross left on top, right on top, left on top, right over, left over, right over, left over. And be compassionate with yourself, looking really good there. Be kind, you know, this isn't something, we don't just climb out of bed and do this. It takes time. It looks cool because it's not easy. So left over, right over, left over, right over.
So, is it Jenna? Make sure you're crossing both arms over, yeah. So if anything, if you're going to be leading with your stronger arm, try and switch to leading with your weaker arm. There's going to be a right challenge. That's better, Janice, yeah, and Jenna as well. So make sure your poise are on your hips, Jenna. Make sure they're coming from your hips rather than from inwards. Nice one, Dave. So can you watch them for a second, and I'll teach the others the next version. So Matt's going to keep an eye on Janice and Jenna, and I'm going to teach the next versions of all the different kinds of poi. That's not poi, weave. Okay, so with the weave, it's really easy to end up back in a one beat. So seeing if you can lead with your weaker arm, then you get a full cross through. Now the whole point of us teaching the weave so much later on in the journey is because it's a very catchy movement. And what happens if you're a weaver, you come in saying, oh yeah, I've got this. And then we go, oh, that's lovely, can you do, you know, can
Stick
you do a
with
split
it, Jenna.
movement or another kind of movement?
Stick
and
with
keep
it.
going back to the weave. Just see if I've got the thing that actually show up.
Do you want to use these ones?
No. So the different versions that we're going to look at is what I would call a wrist weave.
So Jenna, try sending your left hand over first. Instead of sending your right first, send your left.
Slightly bigger, is it coming from my elbow?
Yeah, that wants to go.
A squarer movement. And I'm also
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
Hips. My hips are the opposite sides whereas my poi are.
Good stuff, Janice. And just remember
the
that
next one is coming further up.
we're in split time, my love. That's it. Not bouncing. That's good. That's good.
Coming further up the arm. So, into the camera, you've got a wrist weave, which is tiny. This applies forwards and backwards. What I call a elbow weave, but it's a squarer movement. The reason I like this one is for when I'm dancing. For example, when I'm starting to move it, I've got squarer.
It's definitely coming, Janice and Jenna. It's definitely coming.
And then one that comes longer down the arms, as if I'm going to touch my shoulder. So it's coming further up the arm. And then there's the giant weave, so the extending arm. So I weave one, and the other arm off. Nice big movement. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend into a swim. So, and in actual fact, I'm facing, I'm no longer facing the camera, I'm facing, so that, yeah, I've got my feet in sort of an extension movement, and then I'm going to swing the arms. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smaller. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Elbows 2, 3, and 4, and wrists.
I thought you'd say something for mine too. So Janice and Jenna, something you might want to play with is to drop your poi completely.
Can I still be in the camera then?
Yeah. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cross one hand over the other, bring this one out, and feed it over the other one. So all we're doing is just stacking one hand on top of the other one. And that's what's happening as we're doing this move with our poi. That's exactly what's happening. It's no more complicated than that.
Swim when you're ready.
And be patient, you know, be patient. This move took me 6 weeks to learn. We're kind of 6 minutes into practicing this. So be kind to yourselves, breathe. Remember, we want our poi on our hips and in split time. So this 1, 2 count. And then we're going to cross one, cross the other. Sorry.
Okay, so keep building from a small wrist. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And shoulder, elbow. And shoulder. 2, 3, and 4. And extend. So what you start to see here is how many different speeds. And spin. 2, 3, and 4. And big. You build it back down. And shoulder. 2, 3, and 4. And elbows. 2, 3, and 4. And wrists. 2, 3, and 4.
Just check in with your planes and make sure we've got our poi spinning nice and tidy on our hips before we cross over. So if these are a bit wonky, as soon as I cross it over to the other side, it's going to start hitting me in the back or going all over the place.
Okay, so the other thing to say with something like this is this fits into the cake. So you could do your cake. Roll, extend, extend. So feel like what it's like to do the extensions in this cake formation. Excellent. See how that feels? That's quite a lot to work with there. Do you need to go back in that?
No.
I think Janice is looking. Nice. So start to bring it into the cake with big arms, small arms, elbows. You know, so then you start to feel the different versions of movement that can happen in a week, for example. Here's the time.
And take some beats in between, Janice and Jenna. If you take some beats in between, what that does, it gives you a chance to straighten your planes up. So you can do cross one arm, cross the other arm, come out and straighten everything up. And then cross one arm, cross the other arm, and come out and straighten everything up. Don't forget we're in split time, so 1, 2 count, alternating. Good stuff. Nice. And Janice, really think skipping rope for these poi. We really want them by our sides. That's beautiful. Nice.
So I'm going to bring everyone back to the centre that's not Janice and Jenna because you're practicing. And I'm just going to show you how to push a weave away from you. So right now we're weaving on our hips.
Okay, Jenna. You're asking me something, Jenna. I can't hear you. Hang on, because you're on mute. Bear with me a sec. I'll unmute you.
I'm going to push it through the cape, but keep my body facing forward.
I think I'm doing it one-sided, not the other.
Sorry, love?
I think I'm doing it one-sided, but not the other.
Yeah, you've definitely got it on one side, and what I'm about to say to you is don't think about it too much. As soon as you've crossed on that side, just let the other arm drift over and then come out after.
Move the torso around with it. So you're pushing the poi
and send it.
out.
It's coming, yeah. Make sure it goes over the top. Don't worry what happened with the poi. Just concentrate on getting that hand over the top of the other arm. Don't let it sneak under. It needs to go on top. Yeah, yeah.
So if it's comfortable, you're going to take this section out, these side sections here. So you're going to push it from in front of you to the side of you. To the front of you, to the side of you. So you're going to really need to work your hands and your wrists at this point. There's almost like a bit of a lashing motion to pull them out or push them in. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the front.
Janice, just remind yourself that what we're doing is the same as our cross-through move. So rather than just crossing one hand over, we still need to send this one to the opposite side of our body. We don't keep them both on this side. So we cross and then swap. Cross and swap. Yeah. What sections are they taking out?
Taking out the core sections. So can you feel the difference in motion that needs to happen when you take the sections out? You're really having to like rein your poi in a little bit. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Well, I found at the beginning of an exploration, where it's for. You don't know what you're looking about exploration. But the silent pipe of the start was like you'll twinkle or a steady light when you get outside the
Okay, so we're going a bit more into science and because we've got people practicing their moves. And we're just at the moment looking at putting a poi in and away.
Oh, Jenna, it's so nearly there. Keep going. So, Janice, take a breath. Looking good.
And then seeing if we can roll this movement. I think we're going to go into flow in a minute anyway. It's almost time, isn't it? So with my one, seeing if you can extend the movement as well. So you're going to forwards weave, extend 1, extend 2. Take it out to the side, but you're not going to turn your torso all the way around. You're going to keep feet facing front, torso is turning as much as it needs to without the host or flow of movement.
Stick with it, ladies. You're doing good. That's the best place for me to be out of the way. So for Jenna and Janice, things to double check in on is to remind ourselves that we're doing this as a wheel plane move. So we call it that because our poi are making like wheels on the bus by our sides. And we want to follow the same pattern with our arms. So as we cross, come over the top rather than bringing it over in front. We don't want to cross over in front. We're going to cross over from the back. And this one over from the back. This one over from the back. And over from the back. That's it. Really watch out for getting caught trying to drag it over the front. It's going to throw the whole thing off.
So they can feed all the way around now. So just to say for Janice and Jenna as well, on my YouTube channel, if you go back like 10 years, there's a video on there. Actually, if you go onto my website, it's much easier to get to it because you don't have to scroll through all my shows. But there is this actual section on there, so you could learn the weave in the week as well. I could try and ping links over as well. But yeah, if you go through Poi Passion, and you'll see online tuition, and you'll see if you can click onto the weave, and it will teach you. You've got us there the whole time.
A little quick weird thing. Yeah, cool. Bye-bye, Facebook. We love you.
So Facebook, we're coming off. We'll see you on Thursday for the intermediate and flow. And it'll be week 1 of 7 weeks. Lockco. Thank you for anyone who has watched tonight. We hope you've enjoyed it. And if you haven't, oh well.
So,
yeah, keep partying. No, don't. Stay at home.
Janice and Jenna.
And be alert.
Just a little thing for you to take away with you from tonight. I don't know if you're both drivers, but if you are, then think of as we cross over, and it's all happening on this side. You know when we steer and cross our hands on the steering wheel? It's naughty in lessons, but everybody does it once they've passed. That's what we're doing on this side of our body.
I don't.
Cross our hands, and then we need to steer the other side of our body to get the other hand on top. And see Liz doing it. Does it feel like it's that movement, Liz?
Yeah, this way it does. It's obviously the way I do it, the right hand over.
Yeah, that's your parking direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and stick with it. It took me 6 weeks forward weave.
Yeah.
So you know, be kind.
That your slogan, be kind.
It is my slogan.
Be kind.
It's better than be alert. I think be kind is be alert to kindness. See the magic. It's there every day, every minute. And sometimes I can't see it, and I'm teaching myself to see it better. So please all do the same.
Oh, I needed that. Oh.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be flowing. Sorry, I'm just sat here staring lovely.
Flowing, looking at one another.
Awesome.
Oh, so nice to be with you guys.
Okay, so what have we got to flow to? This is not the flow tune. Let's try and get.
I've got.
Here we go. Right. And take a deep breath and let go of the poi.
Thank you. Gotta go.
That was bloody gorgeous, you lot. Just to say, when the official Lockco is over, we will carry on with some Zoom classes and workshops.
Yay!
Yeah, because this is one thing we've learned about Zoom is we can reach out to more people than we can on our scheduled classes that nobody can get to because of their own commitments. So I think we'll look at doing sort of workshops 2 hours like we would as if we were trying to meet. Because I know, Nick, you live in Wales and you've struggled to get down, haven't you? Yeah.
I've got to go, but thank you.
Bye, lovely. See you soon. See you next week. Bye. Well done. So yeah, that's something we can look at doing. And yeah, I mean, we're not there yet, are we? So.
No.
Oh, is that any questions, anybody?
Just to say to the non-weavers, it took me 3 years to get that. So
But not
stick
under
with
our
it, guys.
tuition.
Stick with it.
Not under our tuition, did it?
On and off. I had a big break. So no, you guys got me there. So I'm sure you remember that week in Poi when I got it.
Yeah.
We always celebrate, don't we? It's time to have another cake.
Yeah, I was so close to stopping the whole Zoom as well. I was watching Jenna and I was like, no, it's nearly it. We've got a weaver. No pressure, spotlight.
Yeah, any questions on tonight?
Can I go to work?
It's lovely.
Can you go to work?
Yeah, but don't go to work. Go to work, but don't go to work.
Well, stay home, I'd say.
But don't.
Stay home, spin poi, have fun.
Yeah, but I'm not. Oh, bless you all. So we'll see you on Thursday. If you want to just come and sit and watch class as well, if you don't think you're up to speed, you can always just come in and have a cup of tea with us, like Janice does. She sits in the middle eating cake.
Cake and ice cream.
Love it.
Homemade cookies.
And also, I don't know which corner Ms is in, but on a Thursday at midday.
Midday.
Do you want to promote yourself? So I don't get the details.
Oh, sorry. Learn to juggle lunchtime.
At midday on Sweet Circus, Ms is doing Zoom juggling as well. So this might be interesting for you, Janice.
Yeah, I used to be able to juggle. I tried it recently and I've lost the skill.
Oh,
No,
it'll come back so easy. It'll come back so quickly.
Well, I've
So
been
quickly.
teaching it for years, and I'd never learned the stuff that Ms taught me ever. I've never been taught that, so I was very happy.
When's
when it
that,
came away.
Miss? When is that?
Thursday, midday.
Thursday midday.
And feel free to
Got an
post everything that
exam.
you're doing, Ms, on the Amarok Swordflow Workshops group as well.
Okay.
Get it
Cool.
out there.
Thanks.
All right. Well, we'll hopefully see you on Thursday. Stay alert. Cheers. Enjoy your relaxed freedom in Spain.
Thank you very much. My hangover.
Enjoy your hangover. Bless you.
See you guys.
Bye, Dave.
Guys.
Bye, lovelies.
Bye.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Ciao. Miss you all.